it was a hard fought fight. And Sean and his little brother like jumped me, like they start walking up to me all tough, putting his head against mine, and then grabbed me. Then I was about to swing, but my team and everybody grabbed. They grabbed Keyshawn and everything, and it was crazy.
Coach G and Mike Pabani, your cut man, broke it up.
Yes.
And you're talking about Keon and Keyshawn Davis. Now, Mike Pabani says that bump over your right eye was not there before. Did they do that?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
So what's your reaction to all this? It's a good night for you. It should have been, right?
Yeah, it's definitely, but it added fuel to the flame. Like, Keyshawn, you got to run it back with me in the ring, not outside of the ring.
You're going to turn this into a Keyshawn fight?
For sure. Like, you feel me? You coaching me on my best night. You feel me? Now we got to settle that.
Have you ever heard of this before? Guys getting jumped in their locker room after a fight? Not even in Philly?
You know, Keon and Keyshawn allegedly attacked Nahir Albright after Nahir upset his brother in a 10-round fight. And, the fight itself was bland, to be fair. He was rocked several times by Albright. Albright, I think, came to fight. I think Big Brother Davis, or whatever you want to call him, he did not. He held the entire fight. He didn't want to fight. I guess he thought that his name alone was going to win the fight for him. And he lost the vacant belt. It went to Albright. Well, then, according to Albright, they supposedly jumped him. They, jumped him, and they, he had this big welt on his head, as you guys can see. And I think that's absolutely piss poor show of character. You know what I mean? Like, look, your brother didn't come to fight. So you take it upon yourself, you and your brother, to fight or to jump on the guy that won. I think that's chicken shit. On top of it, it's also dumb because also the scuffle that you saw, Keyshawn had his little baby in the stroller. So why would you even bring your baby in a situation like that? That made no sense at all. You got your baby in a stroller and you thought, hey, this is the perfect time for me to throw down regardless of what's going on. So he had to go back and get his baby. Like, I did all this bullshit, all this scuffling and punches throwing and pushing and shoving and whatever else you were doing. Then, oh yeah, that's right, I forgot my baby was in there. Stuff like that bothers me because it makes you think, where are these guys' head? You know what I mean? How much have you really grown? How much have you matured? You know what I mean? Yeah, I know certain fighters, a lot of them come from rough upbringings, but sometimes you gotta know better. And it makes me think about Tyson Fury and Tommy Fury. Those guys were gypsies, but you know what? People ridiculed them for not jumping in when Billy Joe Saunders' dad got skull drugged by the security guard, but at the same time, they were smart enough not to get themselves involved in that shit. You see what I mean? So, yeah, I mean, it just shows you what you're able or you're more mature to do, and you have to know when to hold and you have to know when to fold. And at the end of the day, I do think that Keyshawn Davis and Keon Davis, there's going to be something else to this. It's going to be more than that. And, yeah, cameras did catch a little bit of it. I don't know how much of it that I could actually show because it was caught on ESPN because I just got through watching the fight. And I heard it from Albright himself that he was indeed attacked, assaulted by the two brothers, Keon and Keyshawn. And it's crazy because you're looking at this ordeal like, well, what are you guys even doing? You know how shitty that looks? You know how chicken shit that sounds? You two jumped this guy because that dude beat up your brother. That, stuff like that doesn't work well because something had to happen. If it didn't happen that way, something happened. And Albright wants to get it back in blood. He wants it in the ring. But hell, if it's this case, if I get jumped by two people, not one, but two people, I'm going to want it back in cash. Yeah. I'm going to do the Devin Haney. That's what I'm going to do, because I'm not going to sit here and let you guys jump me because your brother had a bad day of fighting, or to find out your brother is not as good as you thought he was. Counterpunch. But yeah, it makes me look at them a lot differently now. You guys tell me what you think of Albright being allegedly assaulted by Keon and Keyshawn Davis, the brothers of the loser tonight. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch.